Oh baby, we're back. First stream of the new year. First stream in the new place. Can I get my microphone situated so it's not blindside me in the face here? Oh yeah, this is the good times. I like the starting soon screen. Hello, ban. Thank you, thank you. I wanted to spice it up a little bit for the new year, obviously. Where are we? Okay. You'll notice as I make the shit. You'll notice as I make the transition. That hey Estella, welcome to the stream. You'll notice that I haven't made any progress since the last stream whatsoever. This is because moving is a bitch, and I hate doing it. So hopefully, we're all good. We won't have to do this again. You'll notice I'm very hopeful on that. 1 second. Okay. So my plan. That would be sad. Just made with AI, dude. Let me just make the whole comic with AI, dude. And then I can be done. Then I can actually finish a project. Could you imagine? I lost my pen. There it is. Imagine Kingpin, the one and only, finishing a project. Hey, Darla, I'm watching One Piece right now. Hi. Wow, One Piece. Wow. I don't know it. I don't know anything about One Piece. I know the main character's name is Luffy, and he's made of rubber. And that's it. That's all I know. Okay. Imagine there's no heaven. Is that One Piece? Is that Are you telling me to imagine that so I get an understanding of what One Piece is? I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense, but I don't know if I believe you. I'm on episode 394, I think. Bro, I might be getting held back. I don't know. Wow. That's an interesting thing to bring up on stream. What a phenomenal start to our stream here tonight. No, it's John Lennon. Oh, I hated that song. That song sucks. Imagine is a terrible song. I'm not sure if John Lennon is in One Piece. He absolutely is. No, he's got a point. Who's got a point? What is that? What is that in reference to? You're saying these things like I'm gonna understand. Actually, let's put some music on because I forgot to cue that up. That's my bad. Won't happen again. Technically, I do have music on. But you can't hear it because my microphone is too good. It's too exceptional. So let's get this pulled up here. What is this? Oh, okay. Unimportant. Put that on. Oh, that was louder than I was anticipating. There we go. Okay. If I were to visit the USA, which city would you recommend? Clearly, Clearly, you need to go to Cleveland. You would love it in Cleveland. Detroit is nice this time of year. Everybody loves Detroit. Oh, trying to think of other terrible cities to go to. Nothing's really coming to mind. I mean, obviously, there's New York and Los Angeles. You can go people watching there. But aside from that, don't visit cities in the U.S. Just visit national parks and natural landmarks. Because that's probably the most interesting thing the U.S. has to offer. I mean, I guess you can go to some cities and see some amazing feats of human engineering. But I mean, the price of entry might make that a little less appealing, if you know what I'm saying. Going by, I'm at a good part. See ya. Not LA or Pittsburgh. Hear that Minneapolis is both breathtaking and mind-blowing. It is true. It is true. There is a lot of that going on in Minneapolis. You would not believe your eyes. You can always count on Bretto to bring up politics on my very apolitical drawing stream. One of these days, Bretto, I'm gonna find a reason to ban you from the chat. And it'll be funny. I didn't mean to give him sausage fingers. This is not how this was supposed to go. Oh man, I am rusty today. Tonight? Something like that. The reason is he is Bretto. Reason to bread ban instead. You're a funny guy. You're a real funny guy. A real master of wordplay. Okay. Nothing I'm doing here is actually making me like this. So let's try again. Ooh. You miss Chicago? You are like the only person I know who doesn't live in Chicago who actually misses Chicago. What do you miss from Chicago exactly? Because if it's like friends and family, I can kind of understand. You know, I'll be understanding to that. Alright? Maybe not entirely. You know, you don't get off that easy, but you know, I can understand. You know, you've got roots in Chicago, and leaving them is a painful process. That is completely understandable. I might want to do this. Sand is driving me. It's gonna drive me up a wall. I don't know how to make this look like how to make this look like he doesn't have sausage fingers. It's the line weight. Actually, it might just be the line weight. I wanted this to be a little scratchy anyway, just because it's supposed to be conveying motion. Embrace the sausage. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of gay. Embrace the sausage. What am I, some kind of homosexual? I could go for a bratwurst right about now, though. That would be kind of awesome. That would be a sausage I would embrace with open arms. And yeah, it's probably gonna be bigger. Boy, oh boy, I love art, guys. Don't you just love drawing? Isn't it just so relaxing? Oh, you know what's even better? Doing it in front of people. Doing it in front of people. Yes, this was a good idea. Streaming was definitely a good idea. Reject sausage fingers, embrace salad fingers. BRB. Yay means happy sire. Means happy sire. Well. I don't know. If embracing a sausage makes you happy, and you're a sire, then, sir, then, I got some questions for you. I got some questions for you. Right. I call that. Well, I don't know. I think maybe the sketch was a bit weird coming into this, but we'll see how it plays out in the inking, and then if I still don't like it, then we'll reassess here. Chad, I need you to know Brito is trying to get the single most annoying person to join voice chat right now. To ruin my stream. Granted, it's my fault that this person is in my server that I use for streaming voice chats in, but he's funny. He's so annoying. It loops back around to being funny. So I keep him around because he entertains me. He's like jingling keys. I love it when the keys jingle. It fills me with glee and happiness, you know? The giddy, childish glee not found elsewhere. Might have fucked that a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get the thumb in there. Well, no, actually, I don't think we need the thumb. I do need is to figure out. Yeah, okay. Okay, anyway, Mike, we got Worm hooked on Sopranos. It's your turn. You're never gonna get me, buddy. It's never gonna happen. Sopranos, more like so much better stuff to watch out there. Got him. What's your response to that? Hello, Marche's World? Hello, Marche's World. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. You know what I forgot to do, gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if there's any ladies present right now, but mostly gentlemen. I forgot to come up with a question of the day before I sat down and streamed. How silly of me. I'm just a silly guy, though. So that's kind of what it is. That's just kind of how it is. All right. We do a little bit of being silly. I feel so included. Good. You're lucky Nick isn't here to hear this. I think it would be even funnier if Nick was here to hear this. At least me bad-mouthing Sopranos, which I assume is what you're talking about. Question of the day. Should I watch The Sopranos? Yay or nay? Let me know in the chat. That's our question of the day. Okay, we'll extend it a little bit. Oop, what's y'all favorite food? I'm a big believer in pizza. It is like the superior food. But yeah, question of the day. Should I watch Sopranos and why? There we go. Yeah, we'll spice it up a little bit. Okay, we'll add a little seasoning to it. The band gets it. Ban understands, okay. She underbands. It's a really good forearm. Thank you. No, because Brito wants you to, and he only has bad takes. Alright, I'm gonna push back a little bit on that. Some of his takes are pretty good. Alright. Underbands. That's really wrong. Okay, Brett, don't get ahead of yourself, alright? You're not the good takes man, alright? I don't go to you for good takes. You just sometimes have a few. Alright? Marvel and Musical Addict 2.0. Welcome to the stream. Phenomenal handle. So phenomenal that I totally messed that up on the first try. But yes, welcome to the stream. Question of the day is, what is happening right now? Why did that bring up my printer settings? Question of the day is should I watch The Sopranos and why? You can even ask your tsundere husband. Brodo, you're such a creature. You are a creature tonight. Maybe even a creature of the night. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what's going on with that guy. With that Brito guy. Yes, violence. Okay, alright. Yeah, I was teetering towards the no, but I don't know. Marvel and Musical Addict has kind of got me swinging a little bit back. A little backwards here. Unless this is just a Brito alt, in which case, I don't know. There's nothing I can really do about that. Batman ref? Whoa, hey buddy, I thought you were a Marvel addict. You should watch The Sopranos because it's extremely funny and quotable. It was made in the more simple, more based times, so there is no Netflix tier nonsense. The more simple, the more based times. Suppose that's true. The more simple, the more based times. That is probably the funniest sentence I've seen all day. Trust me, I've seen some bangers today. Hey man, I can like DC too. How about no? Because the new free run season is about to start and you need to focus on that. I never watched them as they come out though, is the thing. Because free run and JJK have both started. Well, actually, I think free run's still like a week away. But JJK started. And it's like, I'm not watching that until all of that's out. Because I like to watch it at my leisure. I'm a bit particular about it. You should have put him in a boat. He won't despawn if you put him in a boat. And you have the added benefit of he won't burn to death because he's in a boat in the water. Honestly, man, it's like you started playing this game yesterday. I mean, it's all gonna be blacked out anyway, but it's like, I don't know. No. Trying to get this hair to show some motion. Ah, that is not what I wanted. I'm gonna get this hair to show some motion. What did I miss? You missed the question of the day, Estella. Should I watch The Sopranos? And why? That is the question of the day. That's all there is to it. Counterpoint, I am a fool. So I'm not an alt. I'm an alt account for my second account, but that's about it. Gotcha. That would explain the 2.0. That's just what an alt would say. I don't know, I need Alt to get in here so he can confirm. But he refuses to join the server, which makes, like, it makes sense, I guess. I also wouldn't want to join the server if Bretto was here. Yeah. I jest a lot, buddy. I mean, what do you mean by a lot? What do you mean by a lot? So I would not say you missed a whole lot, given the fact that I'm still on this panel. So, you know, I don't know what the qualification is. Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, I think that conveys it well enough. The one who left the server, I get it. Lamau. The truth is, all my friends hate me. Which is exactly how I like it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Bro, if you're just gonna ping everybody in the server, why not just join yourself? My guy. There was a stream server? I don't know if you can feign ignorance about that one, Bretto. You were trying to join that stream server for ages. Turn on streamer mode, I can hear your pings. I like it this way. You're just gonna have to live with that one. You can't acknowledge the carefully crafted aesthetic. I'm not gonna finish that one. Enable TTS even? My TTS I'm pretty sure is enabled. Playing with fire. Telling him that. We'll see how that goes, chat. Okay, how did I want this? I feel like I had a specific way for the eyebrows, and now I completely forgot it.
L_Brico said hello every pony.
That was regrettable. Why did you say every pony? What is wrong with you? I don't know why I would ask that about Bretto, but I figured I should anyway. Nah, I don't like the way that looks. I'll just leave it here. I'll just leave it with the single wrinkle. Good enough. mirror this well enough without having to switch angles. And we might have to carve this out a little bit more. What does TTS cost? I have no idea. I don't think I can set it up to receive payments anyway. Because my YouTube account doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. Which to YouTube means I am functionally crippled.
Ban Animation said I think you should watch The Sopranos.
That's a lie though. She did not say that. I wonder if I could set up a bot that sends every message in the YouTube chat as a TTS message in Discord, and just have that be how I interact with chat. That could go crazy. That way I would never miss a message. I would have to figure out stuff like queue times and whatnot. I should write my book, but I don't wanna. You should write your book, even when you don't wanna. Because although you probably won't write, and here's the truth, you probably won't write anything good when you don't want to write something good. Or when you don't want to write something at all. You probably won't write anything good. That's the truth of it. But what you do write is going to inspire you later on. Because you'll come back to it when you do want to write. And then you'll think, there's an idea here. I just need to write it better. So, sometimes forcing yourself to write when you don't want to yields better results further down the line. You gotta think long term and such. I don't know, where's the fucking... I really should study anatomy around the bridge. Seems like I need to... Around the bridge of the nose up here. Like I really need to brush up on that. Does it look angry enough? Chat, does that look angry enough? It's like how Redditors don't want to answer questions, but they do want to correct people. You have to be wrong so you can correct yourself. Fascinating commentary. Well, you guys heard it here first, folks. The band strat. Be wrong confidently or something. I don't know. I wasn't paying very close attention to what she was saying. I'm gonna be honest. This would gigafry your ears. What, the TTS function? Gigafry my ears? Do I have to listen to your shrill screaming about how you really love the Indian people and hope that they give you more business? That gigafried my ears. You were so happy and excited. that all the energy that you espoused into the microphone literally zapped my eardrums. Close enough. He doesn't listen to women. It's true. That is probably the saddest part of my career as a streamer, was that I'll never have that sound bite. You know how good that would be on a soundboard? You know how genius? Fuck. Literal missed opportunity. You know what I really miss? When I transitioned to a screen tablet from one of those pen tablets that, like, it doesn't have a screen, but it just, you know what I'm talking about. The one thing I missed the most are the touch controls. Because every time I want to rotate the screen, I have to go over here and use this. And when I want to zoom in, I mean, I've got a scroll wheel thing here, which is easy enough, but I miss touch controls on the screen. If I ever get another one of these, I'm gonna get one that has the touch functionality for sure. Because I think that is the number one thing I miss the most about my old tablet. It's just being able to pinch and zoom and rotate. I need to practice anyway. I have a competitive writing competition the 31st. Whoa, the competition is competitive? Well, I wish you the best of luck on that, Mr. Marvel and Musical Addict 2.0. Wish you all the luck, all the best. I keep seeing, like, annual writing contests and whatnot. I keep thinking, like, or at least I did back in high school. I was like, hey, I could do one of those. And I think one year I did actually try and write a story, but I could not finish it before the deadline. And I think I found this story, like, 2 years later I found it. And I reread it and I was like, yeah, it's probably a good thing I didn't submit this. There was no way it would have won. Like, just on the grammatical errors alone, like, that shit would have been passed over, dude. It wasn't that good. I haven't written anything since. I never wrote again. No, that's not true, but... I mean, I write these comics, so I have to write some... there's some writing involved. There's some creative writing involved. If I get to States, I get a scholarship, and it's a team. We have to try out. That's exciting. Huh. Team-based competitive writing. I don't think I've ever heard of something like that before. For how far away this hand is, I think it's a little big. So we are going to pare down a little here. Skirt. Tokyo Drift. That should be small enough, right? Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Trying to think how that would look. Yeah, I've got the basic idea of it right, I think. But it would be, yeah, okay. Yeah. I go to a STEM school, so we have more interactive clubs. Okay. That makes sense. That's pretty neat. I kind of wish I had gone to a STEM school. STEM stool. I kind of wish I had gone to a STEM school. Stool. Man. It do be like that today, huh? Okay. That is acceptable. What's not acceptable is where this is. Let's skirt, and there we go. No, that doesn't look right either. Yeah, well, we'll just go with that. Good enough. It's the name of the game, baby. Once it's good enough, we ship it. Yeah, and then this is all just... So that's where the bleed is, so it's gonna get cut off there. Wish I could show my story I'm writing, but it's really long. Yeah, I mean, no worries, man. If you want to give like a synopsis, maybe a little log line, what your story's about, I would be very interested. Very interested to hear about it. Okay, I need that to be thick. Nice thick line. Yum yum yum. Cool. Cool. Kind of locking in at the moment. This is kind of the part I was dreading the most. Just figuring out how I want to do this arm right here. Yeah, I think that nails it. Alright, I could try. So it's about this anti-hero. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Bucky Barnes, but she's his little sister, and she was kidnapped like he was and turned into a weapon. Ah, doing a little Marvel fanfic, I see. Doing a little Marvel fanfic. I can get behind a little fan fiction here and there. There have been times where I've watched or watched a show or read like a series or something, and I thought, man, I just want to do like a fan comic of this series. So I like, because I feel like if they told the story in this way, it would be so much better. And I just never do it because it's like, I don't know. There's all these other things I want to work on, and a lot of them are original, so I never get around to it. It's like, given the option, would I prefer doing an original story or doing a work based off of somebody else's? And the answer always ends up being an original story. Not that I would disparage anybody from, you know, doing something unique and interesting with, I guess, somebody else's world and characters. But as far as my personal preference goes, yeah, I guess I'm more of a if I'm gonna put all this work, this blood, sweat, and tears into something, then I want it to be, you know, my idea. Maybe inspired by somebody else, but not somebody else's, I guess, thing. I don't know if that makes sense. I might be incoherently rambling. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Huh. Stream health says poor. I wonder why that is. It started out pretty okay. It seems like it bounces back and forth. Is there a way I can... I guess I can just do this. Yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot I can do. She escaped. She had to navigate through life trying to blend in. She has all these powers she's trying to control, and she's trying to survive basically after a huge adjustment in reality. Interesting. Yeah, so I would be wary, I guess, with a synopsis like that. Obviously, I haven't read this story or anything. But I know, like, immediately, if you're right off the bat, the character has all these. I guess the sentence that threw up the red flags was, character has all these powers she's trying to control. I don't know. I like it. I guess if she can't control them, that's a little interesting. It's a little unique. It would come down to execution, though. I've seen similar premises attempted and not executed very well, so I always get a little hesitant. But again, I don't know anything about the story aside from the synopsis, so gonna withhold my judgment there. I just know stuff like that can be a bit of a trap for experienced writers nowadays, let alone, you know, beginners or hobbyists or the like. Okay. I wanna. Yeah, I mean that'll do, right? That's not so bad. Summary isn't very accurate since I had to make it pretty short. Well, I mean, here's the thing. You're gonna have to learn. If you want to do something like writing, even as like a hobbyist, you gotta learn how to summarize things. Like, if I were to summarize the comic I'm doing right now, probably say something along the lines of, it's about a guy who is effectively a bounty hunter for mages. He bounty hunts mages, and he teams up with a mage to bounty hunt an exceptionally dastardly mage. He begrudgingly teams up, I should say. So, yeah, you're gonna lose accuracy just by virtue of your summarizing. But at the same time, you have to figure out what is important to convey right off the bat. And in so few words that even if it's not the most accurate, it gets the idea across. So that ends up being very important. Very important to especially editors, but also readers. Because, a reader's gonna take a single glance at the summary of a story a lot of times, and they're gonna decide based on that summary whether or not they want to read it. And, maybe saying the summary of your story is about the Winter Soldier's daughter, Bucky Barnes' daughter. Maybe that's enough for some people. But I know if I saw that, it wouldn't be enough for me. There would have to be something more before my interest is piqued. Like the part where she has to control a bunch of powers would probably be the part where I find the most interest. But yeah. And then I would see, I would look for the execution, see how the execution is done, and then based on that, decide if I would keep reading. Let's see how this look exactly. So probably yeah, okay, yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm correct. I think I've cracked the code. Okay. Right. Ooh, this is a good song. I like that. Real simple scale on the guitar. I could do without the hip hop. Has all these pieces of Infinity Stone. That's where she gets her powers from. All 6 and oh. Wouldn't they just turn you into like a human ticking time bomb? If I don't know. I don't know enough about Marvel to make that assertion, I guess. I don't know. I kind of fell out of love with Western comic book superheroes. I don't know what they is no more. I don't know what's going on with any of them. huge. Basically, that's why she's trying to control her powers. Right. Wait. So basically, Asia has all these. Well, okay. So if you're gonna tell me why she's controlling her powers, don't tell me that it's, you know, that it's because Hydra gave her a bunch of the pieces of Infinity Stones to give her powers or something like that. She's trying to control her powers for a personal reason, right? So you want to focus on the personal reason. You don't want to focus on all the technical of where the powers came from, and because that'll be explained in the story. What you want is the raw human emotion, reason behind the motivation, because that'll hook readers faster than mentioning the Infinity Stones or that she's the daughter of one of the characters, one of the legacy characters or something. No. You want this story to stand on its own merit. So you pitch it. You pitch it as, you know, a character with unfathomable power that is struggling to control it, but is also trying to control it for X, Y, and Z reason. Or, well, I guess we'll just call it reason X. And then that reason that's the emotional hook, right? It's like, okay, well, she wants to be a normal person. She wants people to see her as a normal person. That is a normal, reasonable human emotion that I can get behind. I can understand that. There's others that you could do, obviously. But whichever you end up choosing, that's the one you want to focus on when you pitch people the story. And even when you write the story, you want to make sure that's what's being focused on, because that is, by and large, the most important part. Is how the character feels about the thing that's happening to them, and how they react, and how they respond, and what their goals are, and what motivates them to take action throughout the story. That's what you want to focus on. So if you've got all this fluff in your synopsis, right, about how she's, the character, or she has this familial connection to a character, it's gonna tell the reader that, like, oh, this is nonsense. This is nothing. I can't understand anything about this. There's nothing to draw me in. It reads like that part in the Bible where they list the genealogy of Joseph or something. It's like, no, that's not what you want. What you want is the immediate human emotion. Scarlet Witch. Heart emoji. My work is really distracting me from engaging in the comic bookitism. You'll get there. Okay. The Indians will leave you alone eventually, and then you can engage all you want, Mr. Breadman. Oh, delicious. Delicious H2O. I can't believe I let myself go so long without drinking water. Throat is burning right now. Okay. Yeah, good enough. It's way better explained in my story, and it's a rough draft, but I get what you're saying. I have Dr. Pepper. Nice! Dude, I love Dr. Pepper. I go crazy for Dr. Pepper. I actually kind of want Dr. Pepper now. If I could, I would just run out to the store. Snap some up. But I can't. It's too late, and I don't have the money for it. I don't like the way that looks. Dr. Pepper mention. Yum. Dude, yummy. We love Dr. Pepper. This is a Dr. Pepper. This is a God-fearing, Dr. Pepper-loving household, okay? Those are our two tenants. Okay. Yippee! Guys, we did it. We finally made it to the next panel. Can you believe it? Oh, I can hardly believe it. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm watching now I'm watching Punisher season 2 because I've been putting it off since summer. I seem to remember people saying the Punisher show was pretty good, but I didn't watch it. I still haven't watched it. I don't know if I ever will watch it. Damn, I did not like how that turned out. Oh, I need to sit up straight. My back's starting to kill me. Right. Huh. Just wonder if I should just up the size on this brush here. If that would be preferable. So it is good, but he just chases around a man for 12 40-minute long episodes. Unfortunate. It's definitely not my preferred method of storytelling. I don't know. I don't know. Is the ankle too small there, I wonder? I'm kind of locking myself into this one. Not entirely sure if I want to. Revisit this so much. Yahoo! Baby. So he's immediately covered in blood. Punisher is always covered in blood. From all the clips I've seen of the Punisher, he is constantly covered in blood. That guy's probably got so many horrific diseases. Bro probably got Ebola or something. Got AIDS from all the blood on him. Ooh. Actually, yeah, kinda. Okay. Shit. I need to stop selecting the pencil tool. Why? Why? What? I think the minute I turn on the episode, he's so pretty. Huh? Should I be concerned? Oh. Damn. Accidentally scratched a scab. that I wasn't supposed to. Owie. I'm gonna die now. I'm gonna perish. This is the end of the line, guys. It was nice knowing all of you. I really think about it. I don't think this is supposed to be that big. So let's go ahead and downsize it a little bit. Here we go. And keep in mind the scale of things. Very important. Very good, sir. Listen, John Bernthal is a pretty actor. End of the line. Marvel ref. No. End of the line is a TF2 reference. I kid. I don't know. I actually don't even remember. Oh yeah, it was something I said. Okay. He's like, I don't even remember saying that. But no, I do. Probably said it because I'm actually dying. Right now. You ain't never seen a guy perish quite like me. Right. I'll do. John Bernthal is honestly the worst actor I enjoy. I liked him in The Accountant. That's mainly because I liked The Accountant. He was pretty good in Walking Dead too. Oh, I mean, compared to the comics, it's still one of the weirdest casting decisions I've seen. Still, I thought he did a pretty good job. Nice juicy blood pool. Right there, fam. Pudding. Okay. I have to draw her smarmy ass. Unbelievable. A hell of my own making. Slimy, weaselly fuck. I guess we can zoom in a little bit for this one. Eh. Okay.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
That is just wonderful. A sword in the head. Ain't that a kick in the head? Ain't that a kick in the head? Okay, this definitely looks weird from this. I think that looks a little more normal. We're getting there. We're getting there. Doink, doink. Okay. I don't know that's quite right. Or if that's quite how I want it. Because, well, actually, I think we can swing it. So many interesting decisions. Like, did you know there's two Mr. Houses and he's also super evil white guy? Don't talk to me about the Fallout show. I do not care. I do not care. And the king is a ghoul. I do not care. No one is safe. So true. No one is safe from the inane ramblings of Brito. Oh shit. Just fighting tooth and nail for this. Trying to figure out how this is supposed to go. Can you hardly believe it, lads? Okay. Okay. Alright. Getting somewhere. I've never seen a Fallout TV show. I get my new from Zitter. We all nerds. Biggest fell. Now 2 Caesars, 1 is Chinese. Are we all nerds? It's a very good question. I think it's just you, pal. Nah, I kid. I jest. We do a little goofing. We do a little gaffing.
Mr. House said the house always wins.
That's true. That is a thing he did say. Remember that part of the game. Or that part being in the game. Okay. Now I have to remember how the dress works. I know I'm not the only nerd here. Gonna fool me. Like it. We continue. We continue. Skirt. Skirt. Okay. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember how this looked. Alright, I'm just gonna wing it. They tell me not to, I do it anyway. They say, no, Kingpin, you're supposed to use reference. And I say, to hell with it. And then regret not using a reference later on. Because I am a fool. I'm to be the fool. Damn it. So it will be. Yeah. It's getting a little muddy. Let's go ahead. Do this. So I know that I can do this. I can't actually, I'm going fucking insane here. Can you tell how insane I'm going just by how loud I'm screaming? Yeah. Kinda just winging it. Kinda just winging it. Oh lord, it's happening. Oh, I forget how the sandals look. I'm definitely gonna have to... Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to look up the reference for that. Things I do for consistency's sake. Drives me up a wall. That's fine though. This is coming out pretty okay. Ugh. Should use the reference. Wait, what? You should use the reference, says the man in Washington. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose doing a page per 2 weeks. Alright, buddy. Okay, funny guy. Get a load of this guy. Okay. Executive decision here. First of all, that fucking looks terrible, but here we go. Fix that. I'll lift the leg up a little more. A little more. About there is fine. The worst part about taking so long on this damn comic is that I forget the reference half the time. And I make pale imitations, and it's like, fuck. How did I do this the first time? Well, I would know if I looked at the reference. Herder. So it's trying to remember which one she appears on. I could just open them all up. He's 15. Oh shit, we nailed it. First try, baby. I made her skirt way too long. That wasn't my intention. But here we are. Oh, it is cross-threaded. Whatever. Whatever. What we're looking at are the sandals. Just go most way up the fucking thing. I'm gonna move this off to the side here. I'm cooking with my story trust. It's not like I only have the epilogue done and like a fourth of chapter 1 done. Something tells me that is in fact the case. Trying to think why this looks wrong to me. I can't quite divine it. All of a sudden, something don't look right. Yeah, I think it might be the angle here. Try and redo this portion. Yeah. Yippee! Yippee! Okay, I think that's a little more what I was going for. Okay. Yeah, that was a little more what I was angling for. That looks a little better. Yeah. God damn it. I keep switching to the wrong goddamn tool. I don't know. No, I'm locked in. I don't know what you're talking about. I want more chocolate covered strawberries, even though I've had 5 today. Yeah, don't eat too many of those. You'll get fat. You'll become rotund. Rotund. You might also become retund, but that's a separate issue. Separate issue entirely. yeah, not the biggest fan of whatever the hell that was. Okay. Totally nailing it. Totally nailing it, guys. Nailing it to cross. I crave more strawberries. Control yourself, alright? Consuming more strawberries will lead to diabetes. Well, consuming more chocolate covered strawberries, to be exact. Let's see. Guess I'll just ink out the rest of the foot here. I don't know why this is so hard for me. Alright. Good enough. Good enough. Skirt. There we go. Yippee! Look at that. Nicely done, gentlemen. Yeah, that reads. Excellent. Ah. I did the classic merge the line art layer onto the sketch layer. Very healthy, and I can't gain weight around this time. I am a girl. It's hard to explain. Yeah. I don't know what you're trying to explain there, but you can gain weight around any time. So, and I mean, I know I said you're gonna get fat, but also there are other health complications that surround eating chocolate strawberries, alright? So, yeah, you can tell me you're healthy all you want, but I'm just saying. The sugar catches up to you one way or the other. Or another, I guess, would be the saying. But, whatever. Actually, now that I'm looking at this is kind of strange, isn't it? Well, you know what? I don't even care. It's just gonna stay that way. Yep, sorry. Her foot's just fucked forever.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
She's got a problem with it, she can write me. Women are actually immune to weight gain in January? Yeah. Listen, I know that's not true. You cannot lie to me.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I feel like if that was the case, Estella would at least know about it, you know, like tangentially. Gonna redo the foot as many times as you did that one guy's eyes? No. In fact, I gave up on it. The second I realized what was wrong, I gave up on the foot. The guy's eyes ended up going through like 25 different revisions or something. Something ridiculous. Something ridiculous like that. Foot too small. Foot make big. Big make foot. Foot. There. Good enough. I could do another. Well, I don't care. I don't care. We're moving. Moving on down the pike. We are not looking back. Skirt, Menard. Shave big money at Menards. Wonder if I can get copy struck for singing the Menards jingle. That would be very funny to me. I would giggle and laugh a lot. Wait, I wouldn't know what that meant because I'm a child, sire. Like astronomically. My Bucky Barnes Funko Pop is staring into my soul. Doubtful. Not the Menards jingle. You guys like it when I just read your messages back to you like a schizophrenic person, like a dementia-ridden old person. Because if I'm being honest, that's my favorite part of the streams. Yeah, right. I'm gonna merge these two. Just fuck it. We're ballin'. Yippee. Alright. Yep, that'll do it. Let's see here. I don't know what happened. Oh, probably because, yeah. Actually, no, I do know what happened. There we go. Okay. I'm slouching again. Ooh, my back. Ooh, my back. Oh my goodness, guys. Can you believe it? It's already 10 p.m. and I haven't finished this fucking page. Oh my lord. Oh my lordy lord. This is to be expected, though. Anybody who knows me knows that I take a bajillion years to finish anything. So this is just, you know, a matter of course. An expected outcome, some might say.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alright, that doesn't look right at all. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I was going for initially, but we can improvise. We love to improvise. Eh. Eh. I mean, it's something. It's something. Okay. I think this is where I'm gonna call it for tonight. Probably the best. For the best. So I am getting a little fatigued here, but good. Alright. Yeah. Sleepy time. Sleepy go bed time for Kingpin. As you can see, as you can plainly hear, my ability to make coherent sentences, to form coherent sentences, is greatly diminished. Greatly diminished. So, it's probably best to call it here. But I think this was a good first stream back. I want to thank everybody for coming out, for hopping in. It's good seeing the familiar faces, good seeing the new faces, good seeing faces. We like seeing faces. Well, I like seeing faces. I don't know about you guys. You guys might hate that shit. But yeah, I think this is where we'll call it. But it will not be the last stream, okay? Last stream of the week, because we got the Thursday stream, but you guys are pretty excited for that. And then I'm gonna do a Saturday stream. So more stream per stream. So get ready for that. But I think this is gonna be all for this stream. So I will say hasta la vista, or something to that effect. Anyway, catch you guys next time.